People, I welcome you once more to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, tap on the subscription button on your right and on the notification bell in order to get a notification anytime we upload a new video. Meanwhile, don't forget to give this video a like. In this channel, we do very interesting kind of analysis that you can get nowhere else but only here. So today, I want us to talk about two things. Only two things. One is called the 48 laws of power, and the other one is called the buried and donkey experiment. I want us to discuss these two things and then we relate them to what is happening today in Kenya, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to discuss these two issues without any kind of bias at all. And then you will obviously know who is going to be the president of Kenya in 2022. That's the kind of analysis we do here. So, ladies and gentlemen, starting with the 48 laws of power, because that's something that I've been discussing in this channel, to a point now some people are calling me Mr. 48 laws of power. But I still feel it's important we discuss it because it's quite relevant to what is happening today. So there is this thing called the 48 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power is a book by an American author, Robert Greene. It's a book that has been quoted everywhere by political commentators and almost by all political analysts. They have quoted this book. So the first law in this book states very well that never outshine the master. That's the first law of the 48 laws of power, and is the law that has been quoted widely by political commentators. It states never outshine the master. Then it goes on to give us an example of someone who outshone the master and the repercussions were dire. The person was called Nicolas Fouquet. Nicolas Fouquet was like the finance minister in the administration of King Louis XIV. So, when the prime minister died, Nicolas Fouquet, because he was so popular and so much loved by the people, and he was also very wealthy and he could loan the government money, and then it could be returned to him at an interest, he felt he was the rightful owner, or rather he felt he was the person to be nominated by the king to be the prime minister because he was loved and he was also very popular. So Nicolas Fouquet made an attempt to endear himself to the king. So he organized a very lavish party in his newly built castle and invited the king to that party. So they dined and wined till very early in the morning. And one interesting thing that happened during that time is that all the speakers who came to speak were all praising Nicolas Fouquet. And the young king was just there listening. And to some extent, being a human being, the king felt a little bit inferior and a little bit threatened because all the speakers who stood to speak were just praising Nicolas Fouquet for his opulence, for his charismatic nature, and also for his intelligence. So the young king listened and listened, and then the following day, the young king ordered for the arrest of Nicolas Fouquet, his finance minister. Nicolas Fouquet was charged of embezzlement of public finance. He was sent to a very isolated prison where he died after about 20 years. So Nicolas Fouquet lost his life, he lost his post as a finance minister, and he never became the finance minister. So the moral of the story is this. If you want to attain power, always make those above you feel comfortably superior. Even if you are more intelligent than them, make them feel more intelligent than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. That's what the law states. And you can relate it perfectly well with what is happening today in Kenya. In Kenya, we have a president and his deputy. The deputy president has made the king look very unpopular, eh? And he has made the king look even more foolish. While the deputy president, anybody in Kenya today can agree with me that the deputy president is more powerful even more than the president. So in one way or the other, the deputy president has just made the master insecure. So the moral of the story is you can't attain power by making those above you feel inferior. That is our first principle today in this channel. Then we have also been given a very interesting experiment. It's called the Buried and Donkey experiment. Buried and Donkey experiment, I think, it's a philosophy that is attributed to a French philosopher, Jean Buridan. Jean Buridan gives us an example, or rather does an experiment of a hungry thirsty donkey. The donkey is hungry but also thirsty. So Jean Buridan places a stack of hay on one side of the donkey and a pile of water on the other side of the donkey. So you find that the donkey cannot decide on which one to start with. So in the long run, the donkey ends dying of thirst and hunger, because it cannot just decide which one to start with. The donkey is thirsty but also hungry. So if you place a stack of hay and a pile of water on both sides of the donkey cannot just make its mind on which one to start with. So the donkey ends up dying of thirst and hunger. If you relate that to what is happening today again, you find Deputy President William Ruto is torn between being in the opposition and being in government. He cannot just decide which one now to be. Should he be in government fully or should he be in opposition fully? So also the moral of that experiment is simple. William Ruto, according to the experiment, is going to lose the side of government and is also going to lose on the side of the people, because he cannot just decide on which side to be. He's stuck there between. Now he's just playing and time is running out. He's going to lose both, because mtaka yote ukosa yote. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the two principles, or rather the two issues we had today. So let me say this now, ladies and gentlemen. William Ruto is a politician who is overrated. And I've said that several times in this channel, that William Ruto's popularity is a false popularity. And I keep saying that every day in this channel. It's a false popularity because in Africa, not only in Africa, but in Kenya, because we are Kenyans, in Kenya, our politics is always ethnic. And there is no single day now or in the near future that Kenyans will start thinking out of their ethnic cocoons. It will take some time for Kenyans to really think outside of their ethnic cocoons. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I was just talking to my friend Kamau today. My friend Kamau is a butcher. He sells meat. And he has been a very staunch Ruto supporter. He comes from Mount Kenya. So today I was talking to this friend of mine. Every time we talk, he has been telling me how he loves Ruto and he doesn't want to hear anything to do with Ruto. Then today I challenged him, I told him, Kamau, I asked him, did you listen to the speech of the president? Then he told me I listened to the speech. He told me listen to the speech. Then I told him, what do you make out of that speech? He told me, vile Uhuru aliongea, huu mtu ni kama natutetea. Juu alisema every day 2 billion Kenya shillings inapotea. And now he told us that there are some constituency. No, not that he told them, but they have been made to believe that Central Kenya is going to have some extra constituencies. They have been made to believe that. So this friend of mine, Kamau, was telling me, it's better hizo pesa zinapoteanga kila siku ziletwe ziletwe kwetu. Instead of 2 billion kupotea tu hivyo, heri ziletwe kwetu kwa hizo ma constituencies zinatengenezwa mpya. So it just shows, ladies and gentlemen, that our politics in Kenya is still pegged on ethnic allegiance. So the moment Uhuru Kenyatta will come out clearly and declare his stand, then this noise you are hearing, Ruto, I think will disappear within one day. It's only that Uhuru Kenyatta has not come out clearly to declare where he stands. So Mount Kenya people are still talking of Ruto because out of sympathy. They are saying that Ruto was there for them at a time Raila was attacking them. At a time Raila was attacking Ruto, not physical attacking, but the political heat, or rather the political competition, Ruto stood with them. So the day Uhuru Kenyatta will come out clearly and state his stand, then the whole thing will change. Take that to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. And then another thing you must know, William Ruto is making a very big blunder. Very big blunder, because from what he's trying to do now, he is attacking everybody. He is attacking Kalonzo, he is attacking Raila, he is attacking Mudavadi, and then his henchmen, foot soldiers on the ground, are also very proud and very arrogant. Any small thing they say, hustle, hustle, hustle. So it means that in the due course, Ruto's goose is, in fact, not even in the due course, Ruto's goose is already cooked. If he can't make peace with the ethnic kingpins, then I don't think there is no way he can be the president. Then as I finish up, let me give you another example, ladies and gentlemen, of Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe, in his book, A Man of the People, there is a cabinet minister called Chief Nanga. Chief Nanga is a very corrupt politician. He grabs everything. After grabbing everything, he goes and cheats the masses. So he grabs everything to a point that even the masses can see for themselves. So the economy of the nation deteriorates to a level that the people cannot persevere. So there is an uprising. And then Chief Nanga is overthrown, and then he flees. He escapes out of the nation. What you should learn from that is simple. You can cheat the masses, but when their economic situation becomes worse, then they will rise against you. You can cheat them with very good words. You can call them hustler. You are one of them. But if you cannot uplift their living standards, then it will reach a point they rebel against you. So this movement called the hustler narrative, it's a very nice word that is appealing. But the truth of the matter is that it's something that cannot be sustained. Because even assuming that Ruto becomes the president, giving people wheelbarrow is not going to sustain their livelihood. Because if you give somebody a wheelbarrow, you are just condemning that kind of a person to hard labor. And as a hustler myself, ladies and gentlemen, I've been telling you in this channel that I'm a true hustler. It's not very easy. If you are given a wheelbarrow today, it will take you more than 10 years, or even it will take you more than 10 years to come from to graduate from a wheelbarrow, maybe to a motorcycle. Another 10 years from a motorcycle, maybe to maybe a car, or even to a pickup or something. So if you are given a wheelbarrow today, if you are to say 30 years, for you to reach a level of even owning a car, it will take you not less than about 30 years. So it means by the time you will be owning a car, most probably, if you are lucky, you shall be over 60 years, ladies and gentlemen, which is not really economically good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it there today. But if you are new here, just as I stated in the beginning, touch on the subscription button on your right and on the notification bell in order to get a notification anytime we upload a new video. In this channel, We call it as it is without fear or favor. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless Kenya. Thank you.